So the first type of inner class what we have is normal or regular inner class. If we are defining any named class directly, if we are defining any named class directly inside another class without a static modifier, I am going to define without a static modifier, then such type of inner class is called as normal or regular inner class. Such a type of inner class is called as what? Normal or regular inner class. Okay, I am going to define a named class directly inside the another class without a static modifier. The reason why I have given this definition is, so named class means there are some types without name, that means it is not anonymous. Inside another class without static modifier means what? It is not static nested class. And inside class, that means it is not method. So other than these three types, if we are taking a class, then it is called as what? Normal or regular inner class. So if you see example how it will be, if you see example how it will be, so class we are going to define outer, this is nothing but a class. So inside this what we need to do? We have to take inner class, we have to take inner class. So inside this, of course, some content will be there. So what is the file name that we have to give? Outer.java. Outer.java. If you give like this, so two class files it is going to create. What is the first class file name? Outer.class. What is the second class file name? Outer dollar inner dot class. Yesterday I explained very clearly about this. And remember, when you are running the Java program by taking Java space outer, what will happen? Sir, in this case, there is no method, right? That's why we will get runtime error. Okay, forget about that. Not required as of now. Up to this, do you have any queries? If you are clear with the basic example, then I will define main method and I will show you how it is going to work. Any queries?
No, sir.
So another example I am taking. So I want to bring this into coding part. So I am going to take class outer. Inside this I am taking class inner. So inside this inner class I am not defining anything, and a public static void main. So string array args. The message which I am printing here is outer class main. Like this I am taking, and I will save this file with the file name outer dot java. Okay, now observe how to compile the program. Java C outer dot java. But while running, if I am taking Java space outer, you will get outer class main. Suppose if you are taking Java space outer dollar inner, is there any method with name main inside inner? No. Then what happen? We are going to get runtime error saying main method not found, like that. So this is nothing but the conclusion what we have here. Okay, I hope this second example is also very clear for you people. Any queries?
No, sir. Sir, actually here also mentioned like public, you define public static void main, okay, in
Hmm.
the inner class
Hmm.
or a JavaFX application class most to extend, like what is the meaning of that addition?
No, no, no. You have to define the main method by using this syntax, or it must be some graphical application.
Okay, okay.
So now what is the next one here is, I will do one small modification. I will define this method inside inner. Okay, I'm going to define the main method inside inner class. We know the output, right? Suppose is the program is going to compile. Let me check. Java C outer.java.
Fine,
Sir,
fine.
you can see we are going to get error. Why? Because illegal static declaration in inner class, which is inner class outer.inner. Inside this we can't declare static. What is the reason for that is, If you want to access this one, compulsory outer class object must be required, right?
Yes, sir.
So directly we can't access. If static is there, without inner class object we can access, correct?
Yes.
But where is the chance of accessing? First of all, outer class object must be required, right? So for
Yes.
that multiple cases are there, I will explain. As of now, the point is nothing but what? Inside inner class, we can't define static context. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Up to this, any queries? Suppose if static context is there inside inner class, how to access? Very simple. Assume that I'm going to take public static or public void m I'm taking. Public void m. Can I say is it instance method or not? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So inner class instance method like this I'm taking. Then how to access this one? We have to define main method inside outer class. We have to define main method inside outer class, and inside this, can I create object directly for inner class? No, right?
No, sir. We need to create outer object.
First we have to create object for outer class by using this object outer dot inner. For this I am going to create object. How to create? O dot
Or
new
the
inner,
new inner.
because we have to create inner class object by using outer class object only. Now you can access, since it is a instance method, we will get output inner class instance method. So without creating outer class object, it is not possible to access inner class data. That is my conclusion, what I am trying to explain. Up to this clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, but we cannot define static method in the inside the inner class, right?
Inner class, yes.
If you define, then we cannot access it.
Yes, we can't access.
Okay.
Now this is one way you can give shortcut for this. What is a shortcut? Is outer dot inner I is equal to, can I create first outer class object? By using that I am creating object for inner class. Possible, right?
Yes, sir.
Now by using that I am calling the method m. Let me keep some 3 dots for differentiating with the previous output. Now you can see inner class instance method is there. Inner class instance method is there. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any queries up to this?
No, sir.
Now, what is the next one I'm going to do here is, there is one more way is also there. What is that way is very simple. I'm going to take new outer, means what? We are creating object for outer class, correct? Dot new inner. By using that object, we are creating inner class objects. Dot m. Have you observed? Nameless objects we created. Now the output is the same. Got it? So in how many ways we can create object for inner class? Means there are 3 ways, not 3 ways, single way only, 3 approaches. Clear?
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions up to this? Now, there is one more case is there. What is that case is? Note, accessing inner class code from instance area of outer class. See, observe my point very clearly. In this program, we defined instance method inside inner, but where we accessed? Inside static area, correct?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to access in static area. I want to access in instance area of outer class. Let me define one method like public void m2. So here I am trying to create object for inner class directly. Now I dot m1, like this we can call. Let it be, this is m1. Now what we are doing? So forget about main method. So we are creating object of this particular class inside m2 directly. Why? Because m2 is present in which class? Outer class. Is it instance area or static area? instance area, correcta?
Yes, sir.
If it is instance area, so without creating outer class object, directly we can create. Sir, how it is possible? Anyone tell me? Okay, first let me execute this code. If I want to run the code, compulsory outer class object must be required, right?
Yes.
By using that outer class object, outer class instance method I am calling. Now
Yeah,
see,
I
is the
think, sir,
output
this
is
is,
coming?
yeah, this
Yes.
is actually adding in
Hmm.
this dot. Okay, inner
Yes,
class. Right?
very good, very good. So what is the meaning of this? When we are inside instance area of outer class, already we are working with the current class object. Am I right?
Yes,
So that means which class object is playing the role there? Outer
outer
class
class.
object. So we are not required to create. Understood?
Yes.
So no doubt.
No, sir, no doubt. But actually, sir, one confusion here actually. The thing is,
Hmm.
like, for example, in static method also, actually it's part of our outer class, right?
Hmm.
Right? So
Hmm.
then we can why okay. So to okay
See,
to
static
Mhm.
means it is no way related to the object.
Object. Correct. Yes.
But we are accessing instance context. That means what object must be required, right?
Right.
So then that directly we have to access by using object only. There is no other option for us. Clear,
Okay. Okay.
Kiran?
Yes. 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 Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Now I will give one more example. You will get clarity now. Observe carefully. I am taking one more program like test.java. So what I am going to do here is, listen, I am copy pasting the previous program. That is complete outer class I am copy pasting here. Observe. Outer inner class, one instance method is there. I am not taking any methods inside outer class. Now my program is test.java. So I want to access instance method which is present inside inner class. This inner class is present inside instance area of outer class, correct?
Yes. Sir.
Now I am completely out of this particular classes. Then how to create object?
We need to
Compulsory
create outer
outer
class,
O is equal to new outer.
new
Without outer
outer.
class object, you can't enter first of all.
Right.
Then outer dot inner I is equal to, so O dot
New inner.
new inner. Then by using that I we can call M1. I told multiple ways of creating this scenario. Now it is clear, right? How to run the program? It is not outer, it is
That's
test.java.
the
And I am trying to run the code. You can see inner class instance method like that we are getting. Got it?
yes, sir.
Any questions?
No.
Can I use one word called here accessing inner class code from outside of outer class? Can I use this word? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, so what is the next one here is from normal, from normal or regular inner class. From normal or regular inner class, we can access both static and non-static members of outer class directly. Observe this point. I will take example. From normal or regular inner class, we can access both the static members, non-static members, means instance directly we can access. I will show you one example. See, consider I am going to take same outer.java program. Observe carefully. In outer class, I am defining one integer x variable as a 10, and I am defining one static y variable, a static integer y variable as a 20. Now class inner is there. Inside this m1 is there. I am trying to print both x and then y. Okay, and I have main method is there. Just I am creating object for outer class. Directly I will write, so new outer class object I am taking. From that new inner class object I am taking, from that I am calling m1. So now we are accessing x and y inside instance method of inner class. But which variables we are accessing? Outer
Outer
class
class variable.
instance variable, outer class static variable. Please make sure directly we can access. There is no restriction. Now, if you take Java C outer dot Java, Java space outer, you can see both 10 and 20 are coming. Clear? There
Yes,
is
sir.
no restriction. The problem is only for methods. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So variables directly we can access. There is no problem. Clear?
Yes.
Now, so one more example I am taking, which is very, very important, even for certification. Listen. Integer x is equal to, I am taking 111. Okay. Now, class inner, inside this integer x is equal to 222. And inside this I am taking one method called m. Inside this integer x is equal to 333. Like this I have taken. First I am printing x. Okay, so after this I am going to print, so this dot x, then I am
Okay.
printing inner dot this dot x, then outer dot this dot x. Like that I am taking. Okay, now in the main method as usual I am creating object. So what is the output of this first x? First of all,
Okay. 333.
333. Why? Because
Yeah.
it is local variable. Now
Yes.
what is the output of this dot x?
It should be 222.
It is
222.
222. Why? Because current class,
Current
current
object.
class.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so this dot x means actually there are two classes, right? One is inner, another one is outer.
Outer.
So when you are inside inner class of instance method, this always refers to current class, that is inner class. Even if you want to specifically, you can use inner dot this dot x, which represent always inner class. So if you want outer class current variable, then we have to use outer. So when there is a naming conflict, this is the scenario what
A
we have.
111, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
111. Let me
Sir,
compare.
line number 17, there is a, dot.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. Actively you are listening. Right. Now you can see. So 333, 322, 311. Perfectly it is working. So I hope how the variables are playing the role, you got clarity. Let me document. So within inner class, so this always refer current inner class object. This always refers current inner class object. Okay. So if we want to refer, so current outer class object, so we have to use which syntax? Outer class name dot
This dot.
this dot
Yeah.
variable name.
Variable name.
Correct? This is nothing but example for that. Feeling comfortable up to this?
Yes.
No. So one more note, which is very important. The only applicable modifiers for outer class. See, for the outer class, what modifiers you can take? Can I declare outer class as a public?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Can I declare outer class as a default? Yes.
Yes.
These two we tried several times. Can I declare outer class as a private? No.
Mm.
Can I declare outer class as a protected? No. Understood? Can I
Sir,
declare?
yeah. So one question actually here. So
Mm.
actually, inner class is something like it is kind of kind of inheritance, right? So
Yes.
yes, right. So then why protected is not
I
allowed?
am talking about outer class. Top
Yes,
level
right.
class.
Okay.
See, when we have a class called A.
Mm-hmm.
So inside this, there is one class B.
Right.
Now I am talking about the variables which are applicable for A class. Which modifiers? Can I take it as a public? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take it as a default? Yes. Can I declare it as a private?
No, private means it cannot be accessible
Not
in inner
possible,
class.
right?
Yeah.
Can I declare it as a protected?
So why protected not actually? You're talking about protected not.
Protected class A means what? Meaningless.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, protected class meaning respect. Yes.
Getting outer class
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking, not inner class.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so can I use final?
No,
No.
sir.
Hey, a
Sir, if
class
you
can
take
be final, right?
class can be final, but
Uh,
inner class context,
Forget
then
about
how?
inner class. If I declare outer class as a final, outer class properties cannot be sent to say some other classes.
Yes,
Why we are using inner class concept? To play games with inner class
right.
inside the class. It can be
Yes.
final. We can also declare as abstract also, no problem. So
But sir, when you
strict.
sir, when you define it, the outer class, we need to always look into the context of inner class, right?
Come again.
My question is what when you define
Mm,
this access modifier
mm,
in outer class, we need to always look at the context of inner classes, right? Based on the context
yes,
of inner class, we need to
yes,
define that, right?
yes.
So
Suppose
that's
assume
why.
I defined a class. In that there are so many inner classes, n number of activities I performed.
Mhm.
But whatever activities I performed, it should not be available to other classes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We can declare it as a final.
Yes.
Some methods I'm implementing, some methods I'm not implementing. We can
Yeah.
declare as abstract, right?
Abstract. Right.
So strict EFP we will see later. Clear on?
Okay. Yes.
Next, what is another notice? The only
Sir, I have a
applicable.
quick question.
Hmm,
Inner class is always strongly associated with outer class object, right?
yes.
But in this case, if we define,
Hmm.
it cannot access, right?
No, madam. If you want to access, see, if you want to access, one second. If you want to access inner class data, then only outer class object is required. If you
Okay.
want to access outer class data, outer class object is sufficient. Now,
Okay.
if you declare as abstract, these two properties will be given to child class.
Okay.
You can create object for child class and you can access. Hence, abstract is allowed.
Okay, sir.
I
Final
don't
also.
want to allow child classes. It can be final, but for final classes, we can create object, right? Contradiction.
Yeah.
Allowed. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So coming to inner classes. So whatever modifier that are applicable for outer class, all the modifiers we can add. In addition to that, can I declare as a private? Yes. For security reasons. Can I declare as a protected? Yes. It is something like a member, not a class. Correct? Can I declare as a static? Yes, right.
Mhm.
So these are nothing but modifiers which can be applicable for inner classes. Based on this, at the end, I am going to cover some interview questions also. Sir, everyone clear up to this? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Last topic, of course, last note on this um, regular inner class. Nesting of inner classes. Can we do nesting? So inside inner class, we can declare one more inner class also, not an issue. Got it? So that is means what? Nesting of inner classes. Nesting of inner classes is possible. So let me take one simple example, then you will get clarity. Assume I am taking this test.java. Inside this, I have taken class A. Inside this, I have taken class B. Inside this, I have taken class C. So now public void m method I define. So where this m method is available? So innermost class m method, like this I am taking. Now my question, how to access? How many objects we need to create? First A
Three
class
objects.
object.
Yeah.
Outer
Then
class.
Then
A
B class,
dot
A
B,
dot B,
A dot B, B is equal to A dot new B.
dot new
By
B.
using A class object, we created object for B class, we entered into that. Clear?
Yes,
Mm.
Now A dot B dot C, small c is equal to B dot new C. Correct?
yes,
Can I call C dot M now?
yes.
Yes.
Now observe. Happily we can. Clear? Sorry, we need to run
Sir,
test.
yeah, test class.
Java C test dot Java, Java space test. Clear?
Yes,
What is another way? Sir, can I use like this? A dot B dot C, I mean new A class object
class
dot
dot
new
new
B
B.
class dot new C class dot M. Like this also we can create, right?
Yes,
Now how many objects will be created in this 22nd line? 3 objects.
we all this.
3 objects. A, B and C. Clear?
Yes,
Like this also we can do. There is no issue. So that's all. This is nothing but what is mean by normal or regular inner class. Please observe my words. Normal or regular class, regular inner class means what? Generally, we have a class. Inside that, I declare another class. It is not an issue. Clear up to this?
yes.
Understood? Because next one is very dangerous. That's why if you are clear with this, then remaining things I will explain in a easy manner. Clear?